Well, Tech World was all about a new camera series this week, some heated up controversies, and the launch of the much awaited tablet this year. But first up are the new additions to the Canon IXUS series of camera range. Take a look. Popular for its imaging and optical products, Canon released a new range of the cameras in their IXUS series this week. The new additions are the IXUS 115HS, 220HS and 310HS. Canon IXUS 115 will feature a 12-megapixel wide-angle lens with 4x optical zoom. That 115HS will also be loaded with 1080p HD video and is priced at Rs 12,000. The second IXUS is called the 220HS. It will be loaded with a 12-megapixel sensor doing 5x optical zoom and full HD recording. The 220HS will be priced at Rs 15,000. Finally, the bigger entry into the new range is the IXUS 310HS. It will feature a 3.2-inch touchscreen at the back and will also be loaded with a Digic imaging processor. The 310HS is priced at Rs 21,000. Well, the new additions to the IXUS range of cameras from Canon really looks interesting. Moving on, Apple is all set to sue its rival company Samsung for copying the design of both the iPhone and the iPad. Check this out. In the documents filed at the U.S. District Court of Northern District of California, Apple outlined 16 claims against Samsung. The claims relate both to the physical design of Samsung products as well as the alleged similarities between the user interfaces. The case relates to the Samsung Galaxy Tab and the Samsung Galaxy smartphones, both of which use Google's Android operating system. Samsung, on the other hand, say that its products are the results of its own research and development. This isn't the first time Apple has sued a rival company, and it sure seems like it won't be the last. Well, that's a controversy in making. And moving from one controversy to another, Mike Lazardis, the CEO of Research in Motions, got quite furious in a BBC interview when he was asked about the security concerns related to the BlackBerry services in India and the Middle East. And here's what he had to say.
Because first of all, it's not we have no security problems. We've got the most
Why
secure
is that
platform.
not a fair question to ask?
Well, because you implied that we have a security problem. We don't have a security problem.
Well, you have an issue, have a controversy.
No, we don't. We've just been singled out. Right? Because we're so successful around the world. It's an iconic product. It's used by business, it's used by leaders, it's used by celebrities, it's used by consumers, it's used by teenagers. I mean, we just singled out.
And when the BBC reporter pressed on the issue, he did this.
All right, so it's over. Interview's over. Please, you can't use that, Rory. That's just not fair. That's not fair.
Well,
sorry, it's not fair. We've dealt with this. Come on, this is a national security issue. Turn that off.
Maybe he just wanted to talk about the achievements of the BlackBerry and not about the issue related with the Indian government. Well, all was not bad with BlackBerry this week. They finally launched their much-awaited PlayBook. Take a look. Finally, the much-awaited PlayBook from Research in Motion was launched this week. BlackBerry enters the tablet race with this 7-inch tablet, pricing the 16GB variant for $500, 32GB variant for $600, and the 64GB variant for a $700 price tag. The PlayBook will feature a 1 GHz dual-core processor and will run on BlackBerry's own tablet OS. PlayBook will also be loaded with a dual 1080p HD camera for video conferencing and video capture, having 3 megapixel and 5 megapixel resolutions. Along with all this, HDMI output, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth will come standard in the PlayBook. Well, there's been no official announcement on when the PlayBook will reach the Indian shores, but I'm sure whenever it does, Technoholics would get you the full review of the PlayBook. And that about wraps up all the lowdown on technology news this week. Back to you guys.